Okay, so I've matted all the others. This is the last one. And make sure we're all up the right way. Okay, and we go on to the next step now, which is our pocket, our hinge pocket. Okay, so with the strips, what you'll do is you will cut them down to 9.5. Okay, oops, I want to keep that big. You can come in. My hubby's just bought me a cup of tea. He's a sweetheart, thank you. Okay, 9.5. Keep your little tabs that are left too, guys, because they're going to come in handy. Okay. Then you will score 1/2 inch at either end. At both ends, I should say, not either end. Both ends. 1/2 inch. Always remember too, your placement. Work out your placement of your papers, like as in what's going to go with what and what patterns with what, you know. Always play around and before you stick. Yeah, I've already made a mistake, but it wasn't a mistake. It was I didn't see a certain pattern on one of the pages, and it would have been really good, but I missed out on it because I'd stuck it the wrong side. I don't know what that is, but anyway, so making sure we're up the right way and making sure you're going to set your pages. Find your blank back of your pages, and where your flap is, make sure it's on the right side. Okay. Yeah, you're going to put your pocket hinge the opposite side to where that's joined onto. Okay. So we're going this side on the back. Does that make sense? I don't know. My brain is just far from it today, I'll tell you. No. I've done a mistake here, guys. What I should have done was burnished it. So I'll just chuck this back on. Not up for thinking tonight. Really press it out. But my hubby's put up a shelf above, and I've got my camera hanging off it now, so it won't be swaying. Okay, back to the point of putting this hinge pocket on. Oh my goodness, I've just done like 5 of them, and you'd think that this would be all... I'd have this down pat by now, but obviously not. Right, there we go. Yeah, stick it very so it's flush with the side here. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's not on here. I have it even, guys, must be even, but it doesn't matter if the envelope's a little bit over. Okay, so when you're when you've done work out how you're going to put your pages in your album, okay? You may not like the way that I'm doing it, but what I've done is making sure all up the right way. One of them, that's up the right way, next that way. So this is just sort of sorting things out a bit. Okay, and then there's these two. So you can get them in your album. Now, so what I've done is I've gone one of these, which I preferred that one from my first page, and then I've grabbed one of these, the doubled out one, okay, and then I've taken one of these again, the single one, okay, and then I've just done it the opposite way. So now we're going one that way, a double flap opening this way, top, and then the last one. Okay, so that's how I've set them up in mine. So it'll go with the pocket, and that's the double out, and then this one, and then we're going back this way, and that's the double, and the single. There you go. Okay, so that's how I'm going to have them in my book. All right, so we've done that bit. The hard part is over, believe it or not, and then we're going to be putting them in. So when we've done that, I'll show you one. Now remember that your double-sided tape and that your ends are cut on an angle, all right, and that you've played with this for a little bit to get it all well and good, stuck in and softened a bit. Depending on what you use, I always use cardstock for this. Don't use paper. I find this is probably going to be too heavy for paper. I don't know. I've just used cardstock all the time. Anyway, so on with, now I need to sit for this. Okay. Okay. So we take the tape off. I'm only going to show you the once, guys, because you can keep going back and forth, all right? You can rewind, so to speak, all right? So take your page. I prefer to turn it this way. Put your pocket over. Don't go all the way down over your hinge. Don't push it flush to the bottom. All right, keep it up a bit from the bottom, and I'll show you that in a minute, because you don't want your pages standing up. That's it. Okay. All right. You just put it over. Make sure they're in evenly. So I'll show you one more, and then I'll have to go and fix that bit. Okay, so we take the tape off. Try and take the tape off. Woohoo! And okay. And same thing, put it down over the top. There you go. Oops, that's a little bit too far. Oh no, let's see what that's like. Oh no, that's, yep, good. Right, see how it sits flat? If you have them all the way down over it, I'm not going to glue it, and I don't know if it'll do it if it's not glued, but if you have that sitting flush down like that, what's going to happen is it's going to stay standing up. It won't give you the, it's not going to do it because it's not glued, but it won't, they'll stand up. They won't sit flat like this. So there you go. That's, I'm going to go ahead and put these in, and we'll come back.